the Bloom Room here in Garberville, California, where we promote the ancient technologies for healing, rest, recovery, rejuvenation, mental and physical health. I'm Javi, and I facilitate Qigong and Tai Chi here in the area, and I'm going to be leading the Taiji Tuesday movement. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy. Join me here in breathing intentionally and consciously from the abdomen, inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. We'll do a few of these. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's bring the legs into it. Inhale, exhale, sink the weight, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, sink the weight, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's pause here, relaxing the arms and the hands, feeling the body. Observing the breath, observing the mind. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale, relax, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale. We're going to add the legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We want to establish a nice, deep breathing pace. And we want to sustain that throughout the session. Let's step forward now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you can see very simple, easy movement. Inhale. Feet together. Exhale, step. Hands out. Hands in. Inhale. Exhale, step apart. Step aside. Feet together. Inhale. And exhale. Spreading the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So that's just a little warm up, and that's hopefully to get your breathing acclimated to an established breathing pace for yourself that you can sustain through the session. That's the idea, is the conscious breath awareness that is sustained through the movement. Let me go ahead and start here with thanks for joining. Start here with a shaking of the hands and the arms and the shoulders. And we're continuing with our breathing pace. Inhale, exhale. So shaking is really good for anxious energy. In my time on the mountain, this is an activity that we did, an exercise that we did, daily, probably 3 to 5 times a day. Anytime we were warming up, we would do shaking. Now that I'm living outside of the mountain, I realize this is a really good exercise for relieving anxious energy, releasing anxious energy, and transmuting anxious energy. So sometimes I'll just do this for probably 10 to 15 minutes, just shaking and activating and incorporating the whole body using breathing and sustained shaking. So I'm just bouncing my knees, using the body to shake the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. And then I do shoulder shimmy and add that. And this is nice. Starts to incorporate the spine and the torso. And so with this one, you can really feel your feet attached to the ground. You feel the torque as the energy comes through the feet and into the body for the bouncing. And so this can be done a number of times. If you want to get good at martial arts, Fa Jing, power training, then you work on your shaking Jing, because you need to be soft and supple in order to provide power. So the shaking embodies a softness, and the softness is good for the replacement of cells, whether it's in your muscle tissues or whether it's in your joints to um, to lubricate the joints. So softness is always key. This practice is about softness. The life life actually, puts a lot of pressure and stress on us, that where we have to meet it in a hard way. And actually, oftentimes our tendency is to meet life head on in a hard way. So we have to sort of retrain, relearn softness, because softness over time can overcome the hard, in the same way that a steady stream of water will polish off the side of a rock. So now we're going to go into twisting. This is really crucial and key if you're looking for spine health, if you're looking for organ health, gut health, anything that's involved in the torso. And that could be the liver, it could be the stomach, could be digestion, could be kidneys, could be pancreas. So all of these organs in the torso, in addition to the spine itself, and all of the nerves that are attached to the spine. This simple rotation of the torso and the spine is going to engage all of the nervous system fibers that come out of the spinal cord. And so if you can just take a second and think about, as you're breathing, think about the spinal cord as a communication highway. And that's what my teacher often says, is physically the spinal cord is a communication highway for the nerves and for all the messages that are getting sent from the brain to the body, or from the body to the brain. Let's bring the feet together and step apart. We're going to continue this. Feet together and step apart. Now, energetic wise, within the center line, we have a energetic vessel. It's a stores energy, and we call it the Chong Mai, the thrusting vessel, and it connects the upper gate at the top of the head to the lower gate down in the perineum. All right. So when we're establishing this center line, we're also engaging that energetic vessel. So there's 8 major vessels. One center line, there's another one called the belt vessel. And interestingly, it establishes horizontal and vertical. And then in addition to that, there's 6 more. So let's continue with this. What we're going to do is try to get a sense and a feeling of the energy in the palms. Before we do that, we need to create the conditions. So we need to activate the body. Step with me here and step back. Other leg, step forward. You're breathing intentionally from the abdomen, deeply, inhaling through the nose if you can, exhaling through the nose. And it's challenging for me to do that as I'm doing this, because I'm facilitating and talking and giving direction and instruction. So I'm going to count on you to sustain and maintain the breath awareness. So I hope I can count on you. I know you're going to do your best, and we're going to incrementally improve and get better each day. Now, we're going to twist and turn around. We're going to Spread the feet out a little bit, and we're going to lift the heel. And we're just going to apply a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more turning. We're going to engage the neck and the head and allow those to spin and turn. And we're exploring our range of motion. You want your arms, shoulders, hands, wrists to all be relaxed and just kind of floating and following the momentum. You're breathing comfortably, naturally. Okay, we're coming back to center. We're going to turn and spin. Now, instead of lifting the heels, we're going to lift the toes. So let's see, if you mirror me, if I mirror you, turn to your right and lift your right toe. Spin around, turn to your left, lift your left toe, and bend your right knee. So bending the knee is going to be important. Turn to your right, bend the left knee, lift right toe. You'll get it. And you want to turn your head, look back. Now, let's come back to the center and let's apply a little bit of a closed fist, okay? And we're going to use that to, for self-massage, okay? And so you can hit the body this way, you can hit the body this way, you can hit the body this way, or even this way as you apply it. And it's conducive for massage, self-massage. All of this stuff is also designed to bring your awareness and intention into your body. A lot of times our energy is directed outside of our body, and that's our vitality. We need to be aware of the outside world, and we need to be conscious that there is an outside world. At the same time, we don't want to give up our vitality and our energy to everything in the outer world. And we need to maintain our own energy for our own healing and rejuvenation's sake. Now, here with a wide base, we're going to release the massage, and we're going back to swinging the arms. And now we're sinking the weight, lowering our base, and going into our squat. So we're really feeling the inner thigh area, even the thighs themselves as they're holding the torso. You might feel knee stuff, you might feel ankle stuff. You only want to go to the range that's comfortable for you. If you start to feel something that's tight, tingly, or a sharp pain, then you want to move away from that. Okay? If you desire to move into the pain, to release the pain and try to heal your tissues, then that requires a little bit more time, effort, attention, and focus, and guided facilitation, which I'm happy to do, I'm willing to do, but that kind of stuff requires a little bit of more of a one-on-one. um, facilitation. If you can come to a full squat, get into a full squat. Activate your breathing. Doing a little massage as I come up too. You can kind of beat the chest, gorilla style if you like. Coming into the squat. Okay. And we're going to bring this to a close, this exercise here. So that gets the heart rate up a little bit. Now bring your attention to your heart rate, bring your attention to your breathing rate, your lung rate. And then as you stand here, sustaining attention in your body, observing the breath, observing the mind. And so by this time, any anxious energy should be released. And now you have a good basis for deepening relaxation. And that's important because Qigong is founded on a good basis of relaxation. And effective Qigong and Tai Chi movement is founded on the basis of sustained relaxation. So that's why the breath is so key and crucial and important. The breath is what allows you to stay relaxed in movement. And so, whether it's more complex movement, whether it's more diverse movement, or whether it's load based movement, you want to maintain that consistent breath awareness and intention, and then you start to harmonize breathing and movement together. Now you form the triad of the mind and intention with the breath and the body, and now you have a qigong triad, which really allows you to start to circulate and move your energy as you so desire. So if you want to apply your energy for healing in your body, then you can start to do that. But you have to get the anxious energy out and away first. So I'm going to assume that you're there and that we've done that. And now once we have that, we can start to move in a more calm and uh, coordinated fashion with the breath and with the movement. So simply here, we're going to do a simple pattern. We're going to go 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, and then we're going to go cross, up, and 3 down. Incorporating the legs. Okay. Here you can have a wide base. So some people really like to feel the movement. They like to have maybe a lot of weight or load, or they really want to challenge themselves. If you want to challenge yourself, then I would suggest that you get into a deep stance. Otherwise, a deep horse stance. Otherwise, you can be in a high horse stance. So we're going to go inhale and exhale, palms together, controlling descent. Inhale, now in front of you, let the arms whip out softly. Exhale, controlled descent. Coming back into the center. And 3, here's where we go up. Inhale all the way over your head. And exhale, controlled descent. Feel the muscles releasing as your arms are floating down. That's 3, okay? So here we go, back to 1. Inhale. And exhale, palms together. Now we're going to go in front. I'll give you a side view here. Inhale. Exhale. Controlled descent here, allowing the hands to float down, bending knees. Here we're closing spine as well. And then for 3, going overhead. Inhale. And exhale, relax down, controlled descent, bending the knees here. So here, like I said, we're trying to go deeper, so relaxing more. The way that we relax is to release tension, and the way that we do that is on the exhale. So let's inhale again here. And then we're going to exhale and prolong the exhale, focusing intention on releasing tissues and unneeded tension on the exhale. Okay. Inhale now. And exhaling, prolong the exhale with the intention of releasing tension. If you have to have a resetting breath, that's fine. You don't have to breathe with me. Inhale, hands over the head. And exhale, relaxing, releasing. And like I said, we want to sustain this over time. Okay, we're going to switch the legs here, just putting one foot forward. If you want to mirror me, you're putting your right leg forward. We're just going to keep the arms and hands the same. Inhale. And exhale, controlled descent, squeezing the palms together here at the end. And inhale, lifting, whipping the hands up and out. And exhale, controlled descent, coming back down. Here, you're sinking your weight. And notice how I'm prolonging that exhale, allowing for continued release, deepening relaxation. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, promoting relaxation, releasing tension on the exhale, sinking the weight. We're going to do one more and then we're going to switch legs. Palm squeeze at the end. Inhale, open the hands. And exhale, palm squeeze. You want to try to get a sense of the whole body moving as a unit. Full integration of what we call the body pose. Inhale. Arms up and out. And exhale. And 3. So here in this phase of the session, we're focusing on the exhale, releasing tension on the exhale so as to improve deep relaxation. Exhale here. Controlled descent, sinking the weight. Squeezing palms, bring the feet together. And switching feet. Inhaling, open. Exhale, squeeze the palms. Now forward, whipping forward and up. Inhale. Focusing on the exhale, trying to prolong and sustain as we release tension. Sinking the weight. And arms overhead. Inhale. And Exhale, controlled descent, arms relaxing, releasing as the breath does the same. We'll do one more and then come back to center. Squeeze palms together. Forward. You want to get your mind um, spread out through the whole body, feeling your mind distributed throughout the whole body from the feet to the fingertips. And exhale. So if you can do that, then you can establish embodiment and relaxed embodiment at that. Bringing the feet together. So now here we're bringing our attention, so we should have been able to establish a deep, calm sense of relaxation. From there, that now we have the channels open. And when we have the channels open, then we can start to direct our energy to where we want it to go. So, for example, if you want to heal a knee or a shoulder or a lower back thing or an organ thing, then you can start to apply pressure, intention, focus. But now, what we're going to do is apply intention into our hand and into our energy gates, right? So, if you're just joining, we've done a lot of preparation to get to this point right here. So, we're inhaling, exhaling, squeezing palms, inhaling, exhaling, squeezing palms, inhaling, exhaling, squeezing palms. And we're working here to start to develop sensing hands. Inhale. We're starting to develop sensing hands because our hands are actually energy gates. And as they are energy gates, they are also communication devices. And so, what we want to do is establish that communication. So, the left and the right hand, they can talk to themselves, they can talk to one another. And if you can establish that, then you can provide an experience and um, a sense of feeling that is really distinct for Tai Chi and Qi Gong. So if you have that experience now in the palms, now we can apply Tai Chi Ball Qi Gong. And so we can start to play with the feeling of the energy gates and the communication of the palms toward one another. So typically, what we do is we now use this sense, this feeling, and apply that to Tai Chi Ball Qi Gong. So we apply the circular patterns that you see in the yin yang symbol. We apply those. I'll give you a side view here. Now we start an uh, yang circle, yin and yang circle out, coming in, inhaling, and yang exhaling. This is just a very nice, simple but subtle movement and practice if you've established that communication between your hands. So inhale and exhale. Now we want to get the whole body involved. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the side. So turn to your left and point your left foot to the side as well. And here you've got a little bit of a lunge and you can extend the arms. And then you can sit back on your back leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And we'll do one more to make three. Inhale in and exhale out. And then we'll go to the other side. Inhale, coming to the center. When we're at center, then we can change directions. Exhale out. Now to your right, pointing the right foot. Sit back, let the back leg bend. Feel the storing, compressing, contracting there. And then from that back leg, open up. Exhale there, extending arms, inhaling in, inhale, and exhale. Inhale in. One more, last one. And exhale. And now let's come back to the center. Bringing the arms and hands down. Bringing the feet in. Here, relaxing the arms and hands, but maintaining the connection between the palms. Just getting a sense and a feeling of that. Right. So for a lot of people, this really activates their um, Laogong cavities, Laogong gates in the hands. And people always ask, well, what can I do? Well, you can massage here, but typically what I like to do is come into the abdomen and then now apply this energy back into the energy center. So here we can inhale and exhale, bringing the attention and awareness into the abdomen, into your Dantian, your elixir field. Inhale and exhale. The last one, and then we'll finish for today. And exhale. This is a good place to end because you've activated your energy channels, you've circulated energy in a calm, smooth, and effective and efficient way. And then you've opened up your energy channels in your hands and then now brought the hands back to the abdomen. So, hope that was beneficial for you. I'm going to be doing more Tai Chi Tuesday along with others. I've got a weekend work or a 6 week workshop that I'll be starting before the new year. Along with the new year, there'll be other things happening. Stay tuned. We're doing uh, peace talks as well. And I hope this is helpful for you. Any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Thanks for joining. And until next time, may your chi flow smoothly and remember to embrace the woo. Thank you.